Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about my favourite characters in manga. There may be a couple of spoilers, but nothing too major. I don't want to give anything away to stop you reading the series. I'm sorry if my pronunciations aren't brilliant. After all, the names are Japanese. So I'll just get straight into it. 4 out of my 6 choices are from the same artist, and that is Hothari. She is my favourite manga artist. I have practically every series she's done, so I just chose a few of her characters. The first one I'm going to talk about is from my favourite series of all time, Shiki Yugi, and the character is Soy. I don't actually have a cover with her on because she's not like a main character. She's a side character. She's not in it a lot, but I really like her. Shiki Yugi is a story about a girl from our world who ends up being transported into a world like ancient China, and she has to find a set of warriors to help her save the kingdom and to defeat another set of warriors who are trying to take over that kingdom. And Soy is from the bad guys, but she is a bad guy for, I'd say she's quite misunderstood. She's not really a bad person. She's just doing what she thinks is the right thing to do, because she was born that way to be one of these warriors. She's quite a intimidating character at first, but the more you get to know her, the more you warm to her. And even though she doesn't have a lot of plot, I really liked her, at the end of the series. I liked her a lot more, and I just like the fact that she was a woman who was strong enough to defend herself. She didn't need, help from the men. There's not many women in this series who are like that. So that's Soy. And then from the same series, my favourite of the good guys is Hothari, which is this guy. Again, there's not really a very good cover with him on, so they're just giving you a solo picture from the back. And like I say, he's from the good guys. He's helping our main character out. He is a love interest, but he doesn't end that way. And I personally would have gone for him. I have a bit of a weird crush on him, I guess. If he was a real guy, I'd snap him up. He's funny, and he's very loyal to his kingdom. He's the emperor of the kingdom. He's a very caring person. He does worry quite a lot, but again, he can defend himself, and he's a warrior for the good guys. Then the next series is actually the prequel series to Shiki Yugi. It's Kamibou Kayden, which again is the same kind of story. It's about a girl who comes from our world, but it's in 1920s Japan, I think it's 20s, and she goes into this Chinese world and has to find warriors, and our main character is Takiko, and I really like her. Unlike the priestesses in the main series, Takiko handles herself a lot better. She again can defend herself, and she is very independent. She's very strong-spirited, and she basically is just a lot better of a priestess than the other two, even though she's the first one to ever become a priestess in this world. She just handles the situation a lot better, and I find her a lot more likeable than I do the actual main girls that inspired this story. Then the other series isn't related to those at all. It's actually a rom-com series, Absolute Boyfriend. This is Soshi. I really like him. He is our main character's next door neighbour, and he really likes her, but she just sees through him completely. And he's quite, as you can probably tell, he's quite a nerdy, geeky character, but he's always there to look out for her, and he saves the day quite a lot actually, but yet he is invisible to her in a love sense. He's forever in the friend zone, this seems to be the kind of guys I like, since I liked Hothari and he gets put in the friend zone too. But again, he was the much better choice, and I would have gone for him over Knight. So that's Soshi. And then the next series is Negima by Ken Akamatsu. I hope that's right. And my favourite character is Nodoka. She is a very quiet, like bookworm, and she's part of the librarian club. She's very sweet, and she has a crush on Negi, which is our main character. And she's just very shy and quiet, but she ends up becoming a lot more of a powerful character. Again, it's another character who starts off quite the wallflower, but then she becomes a lot strong and a lot more confident in herself, and she's really sweet. Like, she's not particularly funny or like overly in the front of the story. She's a bit of a background character, but all her scenes are just adorable, and she's really got the cute factor going for her. And I didn't even say, this series is about a 10-year-old who ends up teaching in a school of girls, and he is secretly a wizard, and he's trying to become a fully trained wizard, but he has to do this in order to get his, like, I want to say degree, but I don't know, his qualification to be a wizard. And then the final thing I'm going to talk about is actually a couple, but the characters alone I'm not a huge thing with, but I'm obsessed with them as a couple. And that is Karen and Kiria from First Love. And I forgot to say it's by Keiho Miyasaka. I'm really sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. These two, Kiria is the cool guy. Karen, she's the nerdy girl. She's really quiet and shy. But as soon as they get together, they both see the better sides of themselves. And this is just basically a story about falling in love for the first time, and about being young and struggling through disapproving parents and disapproving friends and jealous females or males that wanted the other one. And it's just a nice little contemporary sweet read. I don't really do contemporaries, but this series I actually really liked. So that's it. That's my favourite characters in manga. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.